standing here fills me with pride, gratitude, and truthfully, lots of emotions. Our very first DP2 graduating cohort standing before us in their beautiful gowns this evening, ready to conquer the world.
We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy just how fast the night changes? Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of, even when the night changes. It'll never change me and you.
There are evenings that mark an ending. Then there are evenings like this that quietly reminds us of how far we've come. Tonight is about remembering what was experienced, the questions that stayed, the moments that challenged, and the growth that happened in ways no report card could capture.
This was never just a batch moving from one stage to another. You were a group that lingered in uncertainty, that asked why when it was easier to accept. And in doing so, you reshaped the journey for yourselves and for us.
As we look at each one of you today, we don't just see students who have completed a program. We see individuals who have learned how to reflect, how to adapt, and how to stand firm in who they are becoming.
So no, this is not goodbye, because what you carry forward cannot be left behind. This is simply a pause to acknowledge a journey that has changed you, and in many ways, changed us too.
Good evening, most respected Dr. Marianne Maat, Superintendent of Choice IB Schools, Ms. Rachel Ignatius, Principal, Choice School, Mr. Philip Jolie, Diploma Program Coordinator, Ms. Tina Alice, Middle Years Program Coordinator, Ms. Sajida Binu, Primary Year Coordinator and Head, members of the management, dear parents, teachers, and our graduating class of 2026. Welcome to this evening that marks not just a milestone, but a moment of pride, achievement, and a shared celebration, the graduation ceremony of the IB Diploma Program of the Choice IB School, Kochi.
As we begin, may I request everyone to please rise for the prayer.
Exist without the knowledge of your parenthood and your loving care. Now I am your son, I am adopted in your family, and I can never be alone. 'Cause Father God, you're there beside me. I will sing your praises, I will sing your praises. Sing your praises forevermore. I will sing your praises. I will sing your praises. I will sing your praises forevermore. Father God, I wonder how I managed to exist without the knowledge of your parenthood and your loving care.
There are moments when words are not enough.
And gratitude finds expression through movement, rhythm, discipline, and grace.
Guru Vandanam is the grateful portrayal of the journey that students undertake in their pursuit of knowledge. Through this performance, our dancers reflect gratitude, growth, and the wisdom imparted by those who inspire us.
Please sit back and enjoy.
ತೀರ ಹುಡುಕಿ ನೇರ ನೋಡಿ ಸಿಗದೆ ಜಲಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುವೆ ಏನೋ ತಿರುಳೆ ಕಾಯೋ ಇರುಳೆ ನೀನು ತಿರುಗಿ ಬರದೆ ಬರೆದಾದ ಕಾವ್ಯದ ನಡುವೆ ಬರೆಯದ ಸಾಲು ಒಂದು ನವಿರಾದ ಗಾಳಿಯ ನಡುವೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಮಾಯ ಕಂಡು ತುಳಸಿ ಕೋಮಲವೇಣಿ ನೀಲವರ್ಣನ ನಿತ್ಯ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ ಏಳಮ್ಮ ತುಳಸಿ ಕೋಮಲವೇಣಿ ನೀಲವರ್ಣನ ನಿತ್ಯ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ
Thank you for that beautiful performance. Your energy, grace, and confidence truly lit up the stage and made this evening even more special.
In every meaningful journey, there is a guiding presence that brings clarity, perspective, and a steady sense of direction. For us, that has been Dr. Maria. With her extensive experience and deep understanding of the IB, she has played a defining role in shaping the program at the Choice School.
Her approach has been marked by patience, openness, and a thoughtful way of engaging with students, parents, and teachers, creating an environment where people feel supported and heard.
As students, this has enabled us to approach our learning with greater confidence, curiosity, and a stronger sense of independence.
It is with utmost happiness, respect, and warmth we welcome Dr. Maria Nemat, Superintendent and Head of School, to address the graduating class of 2026 and this August gathering.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, ladies, for that. Distinguished guests, dear colleagues, families, and most importantly, our wonderful learners, DP2 graduates. What an extraordinary day. Standing here fills me with pride, gratitude, and truthfully, lots of emotions. I joined the Choice School 3 years back, carrying forward the vision of our founder, Mr. Joss Thomas, who unfortunately couldn't be with us due to reasons that you're all aware of, flights and all. And even Mr. Thomas Joss is supposed to be here with us. His flight got delayed, and he will make it only midnight. But we will be able to get in touch with Mr. Joss Thomas today during the evening through a Zoom call. I remember our first board meeting regarding the DP program at the Choice School. Sir said, make the dream happen, make it come true. And he didn't have to say anything further, except that he will support it by all means. Together, we moved the IB journey forward, faster than any of us could have ever imagined. In the shortest possible time, we secured authorization to begin DP1 in June 2024. And in a blink of an eye, I mean it, literally, that bold decision has brought us to this beautiful moment. Our very first DP2 graduating cohort standing before us in their beautiful gowns this evening, ready to conquer the world. When I think back to the start of this journey, I remember the long days and nights, the numerous meetings, and the many decisions we had to make. We experienced highs and lows. Sometimes timeline shifted, and you're aware of that. And at other moments, we had to be lenient. At times, we were strict. But every choice we made had one single intention: to serve you, our students, the best way we possibly could. Watching you all take the risk of moving into the diploma program from a totally different curricula and trusting the school and this process was an extraordinary act of courage. You trusted us blindly. We owed you nothing less than our best. On a personal note, you have all become part of my life. You called me, texted me, came to my office, and some of you came to my home, and you shared your thoughts, worries, and small victories. Those conversations taught me what it means to lead with care. I read your coursework, watch your ideas evolve, and so you grow. I am immensely proud of how far you have come. We may not have reached perfection. There were times when we stumbled, and there are corners where we could have done better. If at any point you feel we did not do you justice, I ask for your forgiveness on this day. Know that every decision we made with your best interest at heart and the resources we had. But one very important thing, and know this, believe it, and trust me when I say it. You are ready. Ready for college, ready for life, and ready to take on the world. You have learned to manage pressure, maybe at some times, lots of it, to question, to persevere. And those doubts you felt at times will become your strengths in the years ahead. When you face new challenges, you will remember what you have already accomplished and say to yourselves, we have done this before. Your approaches to learning, your resilience, your curiosity, and your ability to collaborate and reflect will carry you forward. These are the true measures of success, and they align with both our school's mission and the IB mission to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who help to create a better and a more peaceful world. You embody the learner profile attributes we hold so dear. To the families gathered here, to your parents, thank you. This milestone is much yours as it's theirs. Your support, patience, and at so many points, lots of patience, I should owe it to you, and the trust they have been essential to this journey. To my colleagues, your dedication and tireless work have made this possible. We built something remarkable together in a very short time, and this is worth celebrating. Our beautiful learners, our beautiful graduate, class of 2026, I wish you every success as you prepare for your externals and at the next chapters of your lives. I pray you excel, and I know you will carry with you the values and skills that will guide you through whatever comes next. I'm positive. Now, I want you to sit back. I need you to enjoy this wonderful evening. Our MYP learners, they have prepared and dedicated one beautiful initiative for you, the Decathlon Initiative. They are going to present it in front of you, and it is in recognition of your spirit, your determination, and your accomplishments. Congratulations, class of the first 2026 DP2 cohort. Go forward with courage, curiosity, and compassion. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. Thank you. I will always love you. You will always be my first graduates in India. I don't think I would ever forget any one of you. You truly became part of my life, and I love you endlessly. Thank you so much, and all the best.
for walking this journey with us, for your constant guidance, your quiet encouragement, and for shaping not just what we learned, but who we are becoming. At Choice IB, we believe that learning must extend beyond the classroom. It should connect students to real-world contexts and give them opportunities to engage with perspectives beyond their immediate environment. The Docathon is one of the unique initiatives that the school has taken to expand our international mindedness.
It is a part of a global storytelling initiative where students research, film, and edit documentaries within a limited time frame. What makes it significant is that their work is not restricted to the classroom. It has the potential to be showcased on an international platform.
Through this process, students develop not only technical and creative skills, but also the ability to engage with real issues, understand different perspectives, and also communicate ideas to a wider, more global audience.
Each film you're about to watch represents this process, an exploration of a real story, shaped by student perspective and created with the awareness that it can reach beyond this space. Let's move on to the screening.
Join me in welcoming the creators of the documentary In Plain Sight to the stage.
Good evening to respected parents, admirable teachers, and esteemed guests. I am Miva, and this is my team, Savyansh, Diya, Shiv, Vasudev, Joel, Gauri, and Rehan. This documentary, Hidden in Plain Sight, has been an eye-opening experience, helping us to understand different perspectives and listen to the voices of those who are unheard. Due to this wonderful experience, we have been able to talk to the people who help us to keep our homes safe and secure. We wanted to show many varied perspectives of people we see and talk to daily. We hope you will have a meaningful takeaway from this documentary, just like we did while creating it. We also want to give a big thanks to our mentors for guiding us through this journey. Thank you, and please enjoy.
എൻ്റെ പേര് അജയൻ. എനിക്ക് 53 വയസ്സായി. ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് 9 വർഷം കഴിഞ്ഞ്. ഇതിന് മുമ്പ് എങ്ങും ഞാൻ പോയിട്ടില്ല. അന്ന് ബസ്സിലായിരുന്നു, പ്രൈവറ്റ് ബസ്സിലെ കണ്ടക്ടറായിരുന്നു. ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകളൊന്നും തോന്നാറില്ല. ഇപ്പോഴും ഹാപ്പി ആയിട്ട് നിൽക്കണം. ഇന്നിപ്പോൾ 8-ന് കയറിയാൽ നാളെ രാവിലെ 8-ന് ഇറങ്ങാവും. രാത്രി ഗേറ്റ് അടച്ചിടും. ആരെങ്കിലും വരുമ്പോൾ മാത്രമേ ഗേറ്റ് തുറക്കുകയുള്ളൂ. അതിന് ഗേറ്റ് അടച്ചിടും, ഫുൾ ഗേറ്റ് അടച്ചിടും.
ജോസഫ് തോമസ്. ഞാനൊരു 3 വർഷമായി ഇവിടെ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തിട്ട്. ഈ വെയിലുകൊണ്ടും മഴയത്തുമൊക്കെ ആണെങ്കിലും നമ്മൾ വർക്ക് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇവിടെ സ്കൂളിന് സംരക്ഷണമാണ് നമ്മൾ ഏൽപ്പിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഡേ നൈറ്റ് 12 മണിക്കൂർ ഡ്യൂട്ടി ആണല്ലോ. 7 to 7. സാലറിയാ മന്ത്ലി. അതെ, നമുക്ക് കുറേ മറ്റുള്ള ഈ ഫ്ലാറ്റിലെ സംബന്ധിച്ച് അല്പം ഇവിടെ കൂടുതലുണ്ട്.
പേര് പ്രദീപ് എന്നാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ വയസ്സ് 54 വയസ്സുണ്ട്. ഇതാണ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ഗാർഡായിട്ടുള്ള ജോലി. ഏകദേശം 12 വർഷത്തോളമായി. അങ്ങനെ 11 വർഷത്തോളം സെക്യൂരിറ്റിയുടെ ഒരു ഷിഫ്റ്റ് ഡ്യൂട്ടി ചെയ്യണം. അപ്പോൾ 12 മുതൽ 24 മണിക്കൂർ ഡ്യൂട്ടി ചെയ്താൽ ഡേ നൈറ്റ് ചെയ്താൽ ഒരു ദിവസം ഫ്രീ. അങ്ങനെ ഒരുപാട് വേദനയൊന്നുള്ള ഫീൽഡല്ല. വളരെ സെക്യൂറായിട്ടുള്ള, അതായത് ശരിക്കും റിസ്ക് ഉള്ള ജോലിയാണ്. ഉറങ്ങാനൊന്നും പറ്റില്ല. വളരെ കെയർ ആയിരിക്കണം. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഹെൽത്ത് പ്രോബ്ലം ഉണ്ടാവും. പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ അതിനൊക്കെ അതിജീവിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. വീട്ടിൽ പോയി നമുക്ക് കുറച്ച് നേരം കിടന്ന് ഉറങ്ങും. അതിന് ഫ്രഷായിട്ട് മറ്റുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾക്കൊക്കെ പോകും. അങ്ങനെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ടാവില്ല സ്വാഭാവികമായിട്ട്. നമുക്ക് എപ്പോഴും ഇതാകുമ്പോൾ ഡെയിലി പോയിട്ട് വരാനുള്ള ദൂരത്തിലാണെങ്കിൽ ഫാമിലിയായിട്ട് നമുക്ക്, കാരണം ഇത് എല്ലാവർക്കും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ജോലിയല്ല. വളരെ കെയർ ആയിരിക്കണം, സെക്യൂർ ആയിരിക്കണം, ഇൻ്റലിജൻ്റ് ആയിരിക്കണം. അങ്ങനെ ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇതിനകത്തുണ്ട്.
എൻ്റെ പേര് ആൻ്റണി. വയസ്സ് 59. ഞാൻ ഒരു 6 വർഷത്തോളമായി.
അതിന് മുമ്പ് വേറെ സൈറ്റിലേക്ക് വർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ 2 വർഷമാകാൻ പോകണം. അതിന് മുമ്പ് വേറെ സേവക്കിൽ അങ്ങനെ വേറെ 2-3 കമ്പനിയിലൊക്കെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. 48 മണിക്കൂറാണ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നെയിം ഡേറ്റുമായിട്ട് വേണ്ടത്. ഇന്ന് രാവിലെ 6 മണിക്ക് കയറിയാൽ പിറ്റേ ദിവസം രാവിലെ 6:30 ആകുമ്പോൾ ഇറങ്ങും. 24 മണിക്കൂർ വീട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് കൊണ്ടുവരും. പിന്നെ അല്ലാത്ത വൈകുന്നേരത്തെ ഫുഡ് ആരെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ സ്പോൺസർ ചെയ്ത് തരുന്ന ഫുഡുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ പ്രഷർ ഷുഗർ എല്ലാ അസുഖങ്ങളും ഉണ്ട്. എങ്കിലും മരുന്ന് കഴിക്കുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും അത് അഡ്ജസ്റ്റ്മെൻറ്റിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇല്ല അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ഇതുവരെ ആരും ഞങ്ങളോട് പെരുമാറിയിട്ടില്ല.
എൻ്റെ പേര് സിബി.
എൻ്റെ പേര് അനീഷ്.
ഇപ്പോൾ 10 വർഷമായി.
ഞാൻ 4 വർഷം.
ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് 10 ഇയറായി.
ഞാൻ 4 വർഷം. 4 years. ഇതിനു മുമ്പ് വേറെ കമ്പനിയിൽ വർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.
ഞാനും വർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഹിന്ദുസ്ഥാൻ ന്യൂസ് ഫ്രണ്ടിലൊക്കെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്തു. ഇവിടെ മൊത്തത്തിൽ 3 ഷിഫ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ട്. ഇപ്പോൾ രാവിലെ ഞങ്ങൾക്കാണെങ്കിൽ 7 മണിക്ക് തുടങ്ങി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 3 മണി വരെ ഒരു ഷിഫ്റ്റ്, 3 മണി മുതൽ 11 മണി വരെ ഒരു ഷിഫ്റ്റ്, 11 മണി മുതൽ രാവിലെ 7 മണി വരെ ഒരു ഷിഫ്റ്റ്. രാത്രി ഇരിക്കുന്ന ഷിഫ്റ്റിൽ ഞങ്ങളാരും ഉറങ്ങത്തില്ല. നമുക്ക് രാവിലത്തേക്കുള്ള പിള്ളേരുടെ ഒരു ലിസ്റ്റ് ഞങ്ങൾ റെഡിയാക്കി വെക്കും. പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ എല്ലായിടത്തും റൗണ്ട് ചെയ്യും. മൊത്തത്തിൽ
ഓരോരോ മണിക്കൂർ റൗണ്ട് ചെയ്യും.
നമ്മുടെ മൊത്തം നിങ്ങളുടെ സേഫ്റ്റിക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഉള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ.
വർക്ക് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ, അവിടെയൊക്കെ ഇടയ്ക്ക് കയറി വർക്ക് ഒന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യും.
ഹെൽത്തിന് ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ സ്ഥിരമായിട്ട് നൈറ്റ് നിൽക്കുവാണെങ്കിൽ ആ ഒരു ഇത് വരും. നോർമലി ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊരു 3 ദിവസത്തേക്ക് കൂടുതൽ നൈറ്റ് കിട്ടാറില്ല.
നൈറ്റ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു ഓഫ്
കിട്ടും.
പിറ്റേ ദിവസം ഡേ അങ്ങനെയാണ്
പോകുന്നത്.
അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് ഒരാളില്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ കയറും.
നമ്മുടെ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസിനനുസരിച്ചാണ് നമ്മളിവിടെ ഇത് കൊടുത്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. നമ്മൾ പൊതുവെ വെളിയിൽ നിന്ന് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ വെളിയിനേക്കാളും അത്യാവശ്യം ശമ്പളം നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ കല്യാണം കഴിച്ച് 2 പിള്ളേരുണ്ട്. എൻ്റെ വൈഫ് വെളിയിലാണ്, പുള്ളിക്കാരത്തി നേഴ്സാണ്. പിള്ളേർ എൻ്റെ കൂടെ തന്നെ.
ഞാൻ കല്യാണം കഴിച്ചു. എൻ്റെ വൈഫ് കോലഞ്ചേരി ബാങ്കിലാണ്, മോൻ പഠിക്കുന്നു. ഇല്ല, നമ്മളെ വർക്കിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഭാഗമല്ലേ.
ശരി, ബൈ ബൈ. ഓക്കെ,
താങ്ക് യു.
താങ്ക് യു ഏട്ടാ. ഓക്കെ,
താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you for the wonderful treat. Next up, I welcome the makers of Behind Closed Doors to come onto the stage.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Naif, and I'm honored to present to you our documentary. Alongside my team, Rachel, Ane, Alvin, Sia, Eva, Dia, and Harshni. We came together as we realized how sexism still affects our everyday lives.
We wanted to highlight real voices instead of just statistics by interviewing our peers and our IB head. We hope to inspire many ongoing conversation even after the credits.
3, 2, 1. How many Einstein?
Spend their lives.
Locked away in kitchens.
How many Mozarts?
Stay bento on kitchen stools.
Instead of pianos.
Just because.
Had the misfortune of
being born
Have you ever faced sexism? Well, I haven't faced sexism against me, but I've seen it firsthand.
Yes.
8ൽ 9ൽ 10th പഠിക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് കൂടുതലും ഇത് നമുക്ക് ഒരു ഇറിറ്റേഷൻ പോലെ നമുക്ക് അനുഭവപ്പെടുന്നത്. പിന്നെ അങ്ങോട്ട് അതിന് മേളിലെ ക്ലാസ്സിലൊക്കെ ആയിക്കഴിയുമ്പോൾ നമുക്കത് കുഴപ്പമില്ല, റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള മൂഡും ഇതുമൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടും. അപ്പോൾ അന്നേരമാണ് നമ്മൾ അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് അറിയാനും ഒക്കെ ഉള്ള പണ്ടത്തെ ഇതനുസരിച്ച് ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ പിള്ളേർക്കൊക്കെ ഓൾറെഡി നേരത്തെ എല്ലാം അറിയാം.
Personally did not, all right, but I did hear a lot of stories in that regard.
I've seen it from a few of my family members. They believe women should just stay at home, and they believe that they don't need to get jobs and all.
I remember being in a group project and like we had a discussion, and I was the only girl in the group project, so and I was leading it, and one of my group members failed to do what he was supposed to, and so when we submitted it, it wasn't exactly how it should have been, so it got some criticism from the teacher, and so he sent me a personal message saying how because of my gender I wasn't like a good leader for the group.
How have you reacted? I have been pretty docile towards it, as I thought as I was conditioned to think it was normal, and I'm scared to say anything.
See, since I did not have that issue, okay, in my upbringing, all right, I heard about other girls who had this issue when we were, especially in college, all right, where they did not have the same rights as their siblings, the brother siblings, all right, and they had a lot of restrictions, all right, and they were not allowed to express themselves as their brothers, all right. So I remember that they were going through a really, really hard time, all right, trying to convince their parents, all right. So from my friends' experiences, I remember that their issue was mainly like even the mother was not supporting. That was the main issue, all right. So even the mother is not taking their side because they're girls, right? So I remember them sharing with me some issues like that. But back at my home, all right, in my upbringing, my father was always a supporter that I have the same rights as my brothers. And what is allowed for me is allowed for them and vice versa, all right? So I grew up in such an environment, and I made sure that I will be taking this with me even to the education field here, and ensure that boys and girls are treated like
നമ്മൾ പാരൻറ്റിനോടൊന്നും പറയില്ല, നമ്മൾ അങ്ങനെ റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്യുക എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോഴത്തേനും ഒന്നെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ ക്ലാസ്സിലെ ടീച്ചേഴ്സിനോടോ അങ്ങനെ ചിലപ്പോൾ പറയും. ചിലപ്പോൾ ഒന്നും പറയാത്തവരുമുണ്ട്. എല്ലാവരും ഒരുപോലെയല്ല. ചിലർ പറയും, ചിലർ പറയില്ല. അത് ഉള്ളിൽ തന്നെ വെച്ചിട്ട് ഇരിക്കും. പിന്നെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇഷ്യൂസ് ആയി കഴിയുമ്പോഴേ ചിലപ്പോൾ പുറത്തൊക്കെ അറിയുള്ളൂ. Okay.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
A wonderful perspective. Now, I would like to welcome the creators of Tears Behind Silence onto the stage.
Good evening, everyone. So through our documentary, we explore an issue that exists in everyday school life, but is often overlooked or misunderstood. By bringing together real voices from students and teachers, we aim to shed light on different perspectives and experiences. This film was brought to life through the efforts of our team, with Kaira leading the interviews, Philip and Agnieszka guiding the narrative, with John, Aditi, and Jonathan working on the camera, and I handling the editing and cinematography. This film to shape these stories into something meaningful. So these combined efforts, we hope to create awareness, encourage conversation, and inspire reflection within our community. Let us watch, understand, and reflect. Thank you.
Today, our topic is going to be bullying and why it's so important to talk about it. A school is an environment that should be safe, where people feel respected and also have the freedom to express themselves. But for many students, this sadly isn't a reality.
Bullying can affect confidence, mental health, and how someone feels about coming to school every day. To understand this better, we spoke to people about their experiences and how they dealt with it.
How did bullying affect you personally?
It affected my mental health, and when other people saw me get bullied, it made me look weak and vulnerable.
What helped you get through that time?
So, like my parents told me, I just decided to ignore them. Whatever they said to me or whatever they did to me, I just ignored them, and I guess that really helped a lot.
Okay.
When you witnessed bullying, how did it make you feel?
At first, I felt uncomfortable. I didn't want to get involved because I was too scared to get involved, but I knew that that was wrong. And when I thought about it, I understood that not getting involved meant that I was just allowing it to happen, and that was wrong.
What did you do after that?
I thought about it and I decided to do something about it. I started checking up on the person that got bullied, and whenever I saw it again, like bullying, I started reporting it. And even these small things felt as if it was a big deal, because staying silent was probably the worst thing that you could do to someone.
So why do students engage in bullying?
So I believe students engage in bullying because of the lack of emotional awareness, then lack of empathy that they have, and students often exhibit this behavior because they want a desire of control over others, and it can be due to the peer influence that they have. So this is why we as a school, we create a culture where students respect each other, they are accountable, and there is inclusion around.
What impact does bullying have long term?
Bullying do have a long-term impact on the students being bullied. It can affect the mental health of the students, then their academic involvement, and also it can affect the trusting relationship that they build in the future. So it's very important that we as educators intervene and guide them for a positive behavior.
What do you think people don't understand about bullying?
Bullying, people think it's only physical acts, but online too is also bullying, and teasing can also be bullying.
After listening to these experiences, it's clear that bullying is never harmless. It affects individuals, friendships, and the school environment as a whole.
Bullying can be reduced by speaking up, supporting victims, and choosing kindness. These small actions, although they look insignificant, really add up over time.
Change starts when we listen and act. Everyone deserves to feel safe at school.
Be kind, speak up, and stop bullying. Thank you.
What advice would you give to someone being bullied?
Just keep your head up and don't take it personally. And if anything, if it gets too serious, just talk to a professional or a responsible adult.
Thank you for that. It was simply insightful. Music has a way of holding memory, of giving voice to what we often cannot fully articulate.
Enjoy this performance.
See it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a cloud. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a cloud. What would I do without your small mouth? Drawing me in and yet kicking me out. You got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm in your magical mystery ride. Now I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I'll give you all of me, and you give me all of you.
Thank you for that beautiful rendition. Truly moving.
Next up, let us invite the makers of the documentary Tide Over Time.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ameya, and these are my teammates, Sanya, Janki, Alphonse, Ane, and Arvin. Today, we present Tide Over Time, a documentary that explores how human actions and pollution are not just affecting marine life, but also the people who depend on it. We hope you find this meaningful and that you can reflect on the impact that we all make on the world around us. Thank you.
എനിക്കിപ്പോൾ 60 വയസ്സുണ്ട്. എൻ്റെ ചെറുപ്പം മുതൽ തുടങ്ങി ഈ പണി തന്നെ, വേറൊരു പണിക്കൊന്നും പോയിട്ടില്ല. കമ്പ വല എന്നാണ് എനിക്ക് പറഞ്ഞത്, ചീന വല എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു പോണ്. ആദ്യകാലങ്ങളിൽ കമ്പല, ഞങ്ങളുടെ അപ്പനൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞ കമ്പല ഇതിനാണ്, കമ്പ കൊണ്ട് ഉണ്ടാക്കണമല്ല. പിന്നെ ഇതൊക്കെ കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഇരുമ്പും ഇതൊക്കെ ആയിക്കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ പിന്നെ ചീന വല എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു. നേരത്തെ ഒക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ കൈ കൊണ്ട് 2 പേരായിരുന്നു വലിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. ഇപ്പം ഒക്കെ കപ്പിലായിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എല്ലാം കപ്പിലായി. അങ്ങനെ വലിച്ചിൻ്റെ നേരത്തെ മറ്റേ പെട്രോൾ മേസായിരുന്നു, ഇപ്പം എല്ലാം കറണ്ടായി. അങ്ങനെ ഒരുപാട് ഇതൊക്കെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക്. പിന്നെ ഇപ്പോൾ പിള്ളേർ ഈ ഫീൽഡിലേക്ക് വന്നില്ല. ഞങ്ങളുടെ പിള്ളേർ ഈ പണിക്ക് വരില്ല, ഇപ്പം കുറവാണ്. പിള്ളേർ വേറെയുള്ള ജോലിയൊക്കെയാണ് ഇപ്പം നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്.
ക്ലൈമറ്റ് ചേഞ്ചിട്ട് വരുന്നുണ്ട്. അതായത് ഈ മീൻ ഇല്ലാണ്ട് വരുന്നുണ്ട്, ആഴമുള്ള സ്ഥലത്തേക്ക് മീൻ മാറുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്കത് എപ്പോഴും അറിയാൻ പറ്റും. ചൂട് കൂടുമ്പോൾ അത് ഈ നിഴലൊക്കെ നോക്കിയിട്ട് ഈ മരങ്ങളുടെ ആ സൈഡിൽ പോയി എല്ലാം കൂടി ഒളിച്ച് നിൽക്കുന്നത്, സേഫായിട്ട് നിൽക്കുന്നത് നമുക്ക് ശരിക്കും അറിയാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ ആഴം കൂടും, ഈ പുഴയിലൊക്കെ ആണെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ ആഴം കൂടുമ്പോഴേക്കും ഈ കമ്പോലയുടെ അടുത്ത് ആഴം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആ ഏരിയയിലേക്ക് വന്ന് മീൻ നിൽക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ആ ടൈമിന് നമുക്ക് കുറച്ച് കൂടുതൽ മീൻ കിട്ടാനും ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ മറ്റുള്ള സ്ഥലത്തു നിന്ന് മാറിപ്പോകുന്നതായിട്ട് നമുക്കത് ഫീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നു.
By a massive fish kill on the night of May 20, 2024, caused by allegedly polluted waters in a branch of the Periyar River.
കൂടുതൽ മീൻ ചത്തത് പുഴയിൽ നമ്മളെ കേജിലായിട്ടാണ് 400ഓളം കൂട്ടില്ല 44 കോടി രൂപയുടെ മുതലാണ് പോയത്.
കുരുതി തുടർക്കഥയാവുമ്പോഴും വ്യവസായ മാലിന്യം നിയന്ത്രിക്കാൻ നടപടിയില്ല. പുഴയിലേക്ക് അനധികൃത പൈപ്പുകൾ വഴി രാപ്പകലില്ലാതെ രാസമാലിന്യം എത്തുന്നു.
150ഓളം കർഷകരായിരുന്നു ഇവിടെ കൂട് കർഷകർ എല്ലാവരും. ഞാനും അതൊക്കെ ഈ കൂട് കർഷകർ ചെയ്തത്. എൻ്റെ ഫസ്റ്റ് കൂടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു പെരിയാറിൽ. അങ്ങനെ ഒരാൾക്ക് 2 കൂട് 16 കൂടുതൽ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട്. അത് നമ്മൾ ഒരു വർഷത്തോളം കാത്തിരുന്നിട്ട് വളർത്തിയെടുത്ത കാളാഞ്ചി കരിമീനുള്ള മീനുകൾ പിടിക്കാറായത് 1 കിലോ 1.5 കിലോ 2 കിലോയുള്ള മീനുകളായിരുന്നു ഇതെല്ലാം സ്റ്റോക്ക് ചെയ്തിരുന്നത്. അത് ജൂൺ 1 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ട്രോളിംഗ് നിരോധനം പ്രാബല്യത്തിൽ വരുന്ന സമയം. അപ്പോൾ അത് കണക്കാക്കി പിടിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി വെച്ചിരുന്ന മീനുകളെല്ലാം ഈ ഒറ്റ ദിവസം, ഇപ്പം ഈ 20-ാം തീയതി എന്നുള്ള ദിവസം ആ 1 മണിക്കൂർ 1-2 മണിക്കൂർ ആ വെള്ളം വന്ന കൂടി ഫുള്ള് എല്ലാം ചത്ത് പൊങ്ങി എന്നുള്ളത്.
ഈ ലോങ് ടേമിൽ ഈ വാട്ടർ പൊല്യൂഷൻ എങ്ങനെ സീ ലൈഫ് ബാധിക്കുന്നു?
അത് ഞാൻ പറയുന്നതാണ്. നിങ്ങളുടെ കാര്യം ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചാൽ പഴയ കാലത്ത് നമുക്ക് നമുക്ക് ചുറ്റും ഒരുപാട് ജീവികളുണ്ടായിരുന്നു അല്ലേ? ഇപ്പോൾ വെള്ളത്തിലും അതേപോലെ 50ഓളം ഈ ഇല്ലാണ്ട് മേലെ തന്നെ 50ഓളം ഇനം മത്സ്യങ്ങളുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഭക്ഷ്യയോഗ്യമായതും അല്ലാത്തതായിട്ടുള്ള അത്ര മത്സ്യങ്ങളുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ ചുരുങ്ങി ഒരു 10-18ഓളം ആയി തുടങ്ങി. വളരെ അപൂർവമായിട്ട് ചില മത്സ്യങ്ങളെ കാണുന്നുള്ളൂ. ഇത് എവിടെ പോയിസൺ, ഞാൻ പറയട്ടെ, ഇപ്പോൾ ഫാക്ടറികളുടെ പോയിസൺ മാത്രമല്ല, ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ പേഴ്സണലി ഒരു മനുഷ്യൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും ഡ്രൈനേജ് വാട്ടറൊക്കെ എല്ലാ വേസ്റ്റും വന്ന് അടിയിൽ നിന്ന് ഇവിടെയാണ്. വേറെ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ എവിടേക്കും പോകുന്നില്ല. നമ്മൾ എല്ലാ മാലിന്യങ്ങളും അടിയിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരേ നമ്മുടെ പുഴയായി മാറി. അപ്പം അതിനെ നമ്മൾ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തിലടക്കം ആളുകളെ പിള്ളേർക്കടക്കം ക്ലാസ് കൊടുക്കേണ്ടതുണ്ട്. എന്താണ് ഇവിടെ ഇതിൻ്റെ ഉത്തരവാദിത്വം നമ്മുടെ എന്താണെന്നുള്ളത്. അത്രയും വിലപിടിപ്പുള്ള ഈ കേരളത്തിലുള്ള പോലെ വേറെ ഇല്ല, വേൾഡിലില്ല. അത്രയും വലിയ പല ടെസ്റ്റിൽ പല വിലയുള്ള അത്രയും ക്വാളിറ്റിയുള്ള മത്സ്യങ്ങൾ, ലോകത്തെ ഏറ്റവും ഡിമാൻഡുള്ള ഇവിടുത്തെ ചരക്കനാണ് കേരളത്തിലെ ചരക്കനാണ്. എന്നിട്ട് ഇത് പറ്റണില്ല എന്നുള്ളത്. നമ്മുടെ സർക്കാരുകളോ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റ് സംവിധാനങ്ങളോ അവർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഒറ്റ കാര്യമുണ്ട്. എല്ലായിടത്തും ഇപ്പോൾ കൂട് കൃഷി പോലെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ ഇത് വലിയ ചർച്ച ചെയ്ത് കൂട് കൃഷിയിൽ ഒരു കണ്ടസ്ട്രി ഏരിയയിൽ മീനെ ഡെഡായപ്പോഴാണ് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റിയത്. അപ്പോൾ അതേപോലെ ഈ അഴിമുഖത്ത് ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഫാക്ടറിയുള്ള പരിസരങ്ങളിൽ എല്ലായിടത്തും കൂടിട്ടിട്ട് മത്സ്യങ്ങളെ നിരീക്ഷിക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ എന്തുകൊണ്ട് മത്സ്യങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നു ക്യാമറ വെച്ച് നിരീക്ഷിക്കാം. ഇപ്പോൾ കടലിൽ എവിടെ ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, ഇവിടെ മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ, നമുക്കത് കൃത്യ വെള്ളത്തിനുള്ളിൽ ക്യാമറ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. ക്യാമറ വെച്ചിട്ട് ഇവർക്ക് എന്താണ് സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്, ഏത് സമയത്ത് ഇവർ മരിച്ചത്, എന്തുകൊണ്ട് ഒരു ബ്രീഡിങ് നടക്കുന്നത് തീർച്ചയായും പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റും. ഇത് ഒരു സർക്കാർ അതിൽ തലവെക്കുന്നില്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ ഈ ഫാക്ടറികൾ, ഇപ്പോൾ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ പൊല്യൂഷൻ കൊച്ചി കായലിലേക്ക് വരുന്നത് ഈ ഫാക്ടറികളിൽ നിന്നിട്ടാണ്. അവിടെ കൂട് സ്ഥാപിക്കുക ഫാക്ടറികളുടെ പരിസരങ്ങളിൽ, എന്നിട്ട് അതിൽ മീനുകളിടുക, ക്യാമറ വയ്ക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ നിന്ന് ഒരു ഇത്തിരി പൊല്യൂഷൻ വന്നാൽ തന്നെ അപ്പം തന്നെ മീൻ ഉണ്ടാവും. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് അറിയാൻ പറ്റും, ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റിന് അപ്പം തന്നെ അറിയാൻ പറ്റും. ഇതല്ലേ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്, അല്ലാണ്ട് വേറൊരു എല്ലാ ടെസ്റ്റും വിശ്വാസയോഗ്യമല്ല. പറ്റിക്കൽസാണ്, നമ്മളെ പറ്റിക്കുന്നതാണ്.
ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോൾ 38 കൊല്ലം വെള്ളത്തിൽ സ്വന്തമായിട്ട് ഇറങ്ങി മുങ്ങി തപ്പും.
നീന്താൻ ആരെയും പഠിപ്പിക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. 4 വയസ്സുള്ള കൊച്ചിന് സ്വിമ്മിങ് അറിയാം.
ശതകോടികൾ കൊയ്യും വ്യവസായികൾ അവർ ചില കോടികൾ നികുതിയായി നൽകിയിടും. അടിമയായി തീർന്നൊരാ ഭരണാധിപർ അവർ ചെറുമണി തുട്ടായി നിൻ ചുണ്ടിൽ കിനിച്ചിടും. ചിന്ത കൊള്ളാതെ നീ വീണ്ടും അവർക്കായി പിന്നെയും പിന്നെയും തുല്യവും ചാർത്തിടും. പെരിയിടമായൊരു നദിയിടമൊക്കെയും കാളകൂടം കൊണ്ട കാളിന്തിയായിടും. പെരിയമ്മതൻ മടിത്തട്ടിൽ വസിച്ചിടും. ചെറുമീൻ തരി പോലും ഇല്ലാതെയായിടും. ചുണ്ടിൽ കിനിച്ചൊര ചെറുമണിത്തുട്ടിനാൽ ദിനമേറെ പോകില്ല എന്നു നീ ഓർക്കണം.
What a beautiful creation. Now let me invite the creators of the documentary titled The Brahmapuram Incident.
Good evening, everybody. We live in a world where everything is use and throw, mostly throw. Plastic covers, throw. Food waste, throw. Responsibility, also throw. It's funny, isn't it? We keep our homes spotless and treat the outside world like it's some big trash can. Somewhere along the way, however, all this waste comes up and ends in places like Brahmapuram. The Brahmapuram waste fire is a warning about the danger of poor waste management and the urgent need to repair damaged environment. People nearby had to leave as harmful smoke spread across. Many asked for actions, yet they were widely unheard. What we ignore doesn't disappear. It piles up, it burns, and it comes back in the air we breathe and the water we drink. The story isn't about garbage, it's about us. And that's exactly what we, Claire, Rochelle, Avantika, Hannah, Joe, Jennifer, Danny, and myself, Irene, had addressed in this documentary. We thank our mentors for guiding us through this project, and we hope you guys enjoy the film as much as we enjoyed making it. Thank you.
Days and counting, there's been a fire. At least one person has now lost his life due to the toxic smoke.
March 2023, the city of Kochi, India, faced one of the most severe environmental crises in its recent history. On March 2nd, a massive fire outbroke at the Brahmapuram waste treatment plant. The site contained nearly 800 tons of unsegregated legacy waste that had been accumulated. What began as a localized blaze quickly escalated into a disaster. Air quality degraded rapidly. Schools were closed, public events were cancelled. Hospitals prepared for an increase in respiratory cases. Residents were advised to remain indoors as the city struggled under a blanket of hazardous air. The scale of the incident was unpredictable. 800,000 tons of accumulated waste became a fuel for a fire, exposed deep vulnerabilities in urban waste management systems.
അത് അവിടെ കുറച്ച് നാൾക്ക് മുമ്പ് അവർ കത്തുപിടിച്ചാണ്. അത് പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക്കും കുറേ ടയർ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള സംഭവങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അങ്ങനെ ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് കത്തുപിടിച്ചിട്ട് കെടുത്താൻ തന്നെ 2-3 ദിവസം കിട്ടി. അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു കുറേ പൊല്യൂഷനും കാര്യങ്ങളായതുകൊണ്ട് നല്ല ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. വയസ്സായിരുന്നു, അവർക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ശ്വാസമുട്ട്, സ്കിൻ പ്രോബ്ലംസ്, അങ്ങനെ കുറേ ഇഷ്യൂസ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അന്ന് കുറേ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യാനൊക്കെ വന്നിരുന്നു. എന്നിട്ടും എല്ലാവർക്കും അത്യാവശ്യം നല്ല ഇപ്പോഴും അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഇതൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ മൂന്നാമത്തെ തവണ കത്ത് പിടിച്ചപ്പോഴാണ് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇതായത്. അന്നത് ഫുള്ള് കത്ത് പിടിച്ചു. കിടത്താൻ തന്നെ 2-3 ദിവസം പിടിച്ചു. അവർ നിർത്താണ്ട് പ്രവർത്തിച്ചുകൊണ്ടാണ് അത് കിടത്താൻ പറ്റിയത്. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു കുറേ പേർക്ക് ഇഷ്യൂസ് വന്ന് കുറേ പേർക്കൊക്കെ അത് നല്ല കാര്യമായിട്ട് ബാധിച്ച്. അസുഖം നല്ല ക്യാൻസർ പോലെ അസുഖം വരുന്ന കുറേ പേര് ഇവിടെ വന്നത് പറഞ്ഞത്. ഡോക്ടർമാരൊക്കെ വീടുകളിൽ വന്ന് പരിശോധിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങി. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ വന്ന് പരിശോധിക്കാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ ഇഷ്യൂസ് എല്ലാവരും പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുത്ത് ആ ഒരു സമയം കഴിഞ്ഞ് വീണ്ടും ഇഷ്യൂസ് ഉണ്ടായി. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ച് ഈ പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക്കും ടയറും അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കത്തൊരു സമയത്ത് ഈ ഏരിയയിൽ ഫുള്ള് അതിൻ്റെ വേസ്റ്റൊക്കെ പറന്ന് വരും. പേപ്പർ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഇത് ഇവിടെയൊക്കെ പറന്ന് വരുമായിരുന്നു. ഭയങ്കര ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടായിരുന്നു. കേസ് കൊടുത്ത് അവിടെ കുറേ പേര് പറയുന്നത് കത്തിച്ചാന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, കുറേ ഗ്ലാസിൻ്റെ ലൈസ് അത് നീറ്റായിട്ട് കത്തി വെച്ചാണ് കുറേ പേര് ഇപ്പം അങ്ങനെ അധികമല്ല. അന്ന് ആ പ്രശ്നം വന്നിട്ടാണ് നടപടി എടുത്ത് അവിടെ ഇപ്പോൾ ക്ലീൻ ചെയ്ത് ഓക്കെ ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പം അങ്ങനെ അധികം ഇതില്ല. ജിജയുടെ ഒരു പ്രൊജക്റ്റാണ് നടക്കുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ കുറേയൊക്കെ അവിടെ ക്ലീനാണ്.
ഇവിടെ ഈ പ്ലാന്റൊരു സ്മെല്ലുള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ ആൾക്കാരെല്ലാം സ്ഥലം മാറി. ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് ഒരു അറൗണ്ട് 1 കിലോമീറ്റർ ചുറ്റുള്ള ആൾക്കാരെല്ലാം സ്ഥലം മാറി.
In dermatology part, we came across a few cases with skin irritation. Mainly the patients came with redness on the exposed areas, with itching, and very few patients came with urticaria or other peels or hives-like lesions.
People who are living long term in such situations, around fires or around landfills, and who have been exposed to smoke a lot, can develop lung diseases. Kids who are exposed to these kind of situations can develop chronic lung diseases later in their life, and people who already have diseases like asthma can have severe illnesses resulting in hospital admissions and leading to increased intake of medicine.
After the fires and public outcry, attention turned to a pressing question. How does the landfill holding nearly 9 lakh metric tons of legacy waste get cleaned? Layer by layer, the landfill was excavated. Decades of buried refuse were brought to the surface and sorted. Plastic, rubber, metal, and other recyclable materials were separated and removed.
The Brahmapuram incident stands as both a warning and a turning point, a reminder of the consequences of unmanaged urban waste and the effort required to restore damaged land.
The earth keeps our footprints long after we are gone. In its rivers, in its soil, in its air, it remembers. The only question is, what story we choose to record.
Thank you for that rendition. It was truly moving. Next up, let us invite the makers of the documentary Youth and Identity onto stage.
Good evening, everyone. Today, me and my team feel proud to stand in front of you with our documentary, Youth and Identity. Here are my teammates, Rihanna, Ebba, John, Kaushik, Lavyansh, Janvi, Iram, and myself, Ayan. This documentary explores how young people's identities are constantly evolving as they try to understand themselves, navigate different social and cultural environments, and express their individuality. It highlights how youth question who they are, what they stand for, and where they belong, while facing academic and social pressures. As they move to spaces like school, family, and friends, they learn how to blend in while still staying true to themselves. And their mistakes and challenges create their own path. Thank you, and please enjoy.
I'm Janaki. I am from MIP 2A and I'm in Choice School. I learned Jiu-Jitsu. I lived in America for a while. I came here when I was in first grade. My he's an IT engineer, and my mom, she's a fashion designer. My sister, she goes to the same school as me. And yeah. I have pretty positive teachers and friends, and they just like motivate me every day to go on and continue with whatever I'm doing. Maybe like going out in break to play basketball or something, or just simply sit and talk with them. Yeah.
When did you first start learning?
I first started learning Jiu-Jitsu when I was in 3rd grade. Yeah, that's when I first started.
What inspired you to start learning?
I used to watch some videos of people doing martial arts, but I also wanted to try something new. No one had heard of that much. So yeah, my parents suggested Jiu-Jitsu, and that's when I started. It was a bit scary at my first class because I didn't really know what I was doing. But my trainer, my coach, she taught me the basics, and I understood it really well. And yeah, you might not have a partner to fight with, since everyone's in an advanced level. If you're put with a person in an advanced level, then you won't know what to do.
Okay, how often do you practice?
I practice about 2 to 3 times a week, usually on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
What are the important skills required for the ground fight?
You need to be fast. You need to be really fast. You need to have a lot of strength and grip, because you have to pull your opponent down. And yeah, that's basically all you need. From a younger age, I just went to state competitions. Those were actually pretty easy for me. It was a nice experience. Then I went to nationals. I still managed to get a few medals. And when I went to international, I got silver. I won one fight, but the other one I lost. But yeah, I fought with girls from Ukraine and Belgium. So it taught me discipline, courage, and risk-taking.
Support from your family?
They were very supportive. They, sometimes I used to maybe back out a bit, saying I don't want to do this, but they still told me to go, and I went, and I'm grateful for them trying to motivate me.
How do you manage both your school and studies and your training?
I have a whole timetable set for me. I go to school. When I come back, I try and finish most of the work I do. Then I relax for some time. Then I start going for my extracurricular stuff like Jiu-Jitsu and all. I come back, and yeah, I come back by night. Take a shower and just go to sleep, and yeah.
By the trainer?
Yeah, you do have to go on diets. You can't eat anything oily or sweet or anything like that, and they'll give you some specific items to eat, and yeah, so you have to follow that. Especially when competitions are about to come, you'll have even more classes then also.
Thank you for that amazing work. What you're about to witness is a coming together of individual strengths, different styles, different skills, and a shared commitment to creating something cohesive. The DP2 band represents not just talent, but also coordination and the ability to listen, adapt, and perform as one. We now invite the DP2 band for their instrumental performance.
For the first time, introducing to you the band of DP2. And as sweet goodbye song, we'll be singing Hasta Mañana by ABBA.
Continuing with our documentary screening, please join me in welcoming the creators of Echoes After the Bell.
Good evening, students, respected teachers, and esteemed guests. My team,
Meenakshi, Advika,
Avyan, Uday, Sion, and Hiba, have made a documentary on teachers' mental health. Behind every lesson taught lies a story we rarely pause to consider. This documentary explores the mental health challenges faced by teachers, stemming from overwork, emotional demands, and expectations placed upon them. It highlights the needs for systematic change, support, and understanding, because in caring for those who guide us, we strengthen the very foundation of education itself. Enjoy the film.
In a rapidly changing world, many struggle to keep up. But what about the teachers we see every day? This documentary explores how they navigate these challenges and sheds light on their mental health, the unseen reality behind the classroom.
I get up at 5 in the morning. By 6:30, 6:45, I finish my cooking and I'm ready. By 7:05, I walk from home till the bus stop where my school bus comes. And by 7:45, I'm in the campus. Then from 8, I'm in classes. Take a short break during lunchtime. In between, I have one coffee. And then by 2:45, 2:50, the classes are over. I'm back in the bus by 3. We leave the campus at 3:05, 3:10. Again, I'm back home by 4.
It's easy to overlook the struggles of your teachers when they're always so cheery. Do you feel like there's a stigma around teachers having mental health issues?
I think it's an unsaid stigma. Obviously, stigma itself is not really spoken aloud, but I think it is there, yes. Because as a whole, especially in Indian society, mental health isn't very much discussed. But then it gets even more taboo when it's like, oh, teachers at school also have mental health concerns. Because then the general stigma is that it's you think, oh, if someone is, like if they've gone through depression or if they're on meds or something, the tendency of the average Indian person is to be like, oh, something wrong, they're crazy, something's wrong with them, right? They're psycho, all these terms, I think it's changed a lot nowadays, but it's still there. You can see those remnants still being there.
Everyone struggles with their mental health, no matter their age, occupation, or gender.
When I feel stress, what I do, I generally communicate with my friends, whatever the tension that I feel. And another thing, I think about it, like how I feel. I contemplate about my stress.
Talking about your problems is one of the best things that you can do.
Okay. Now, being a person who has to listen to everything a child has to say, it's the most beautiful thing because you are lending them a listening ear. But there is a lot of weight that comes along with it. I would call it as an emotional weight because, you are listening to everything they have to say. They're sharing all their traumas. They're sharing every sad part of their lives. Okay, and then I have to set boundaries. You can't get overly attached to them also. So you have to draw a line. So it is, you have to be presented in such a way where you form a connection. At the same time, they know that I'm available for them at all times.
In today's rapidly changing and fast-paced world, it is so important to check up on your loved ones. Teachers are expected to always be present and available, but their struggles are just as valid as ours. 9 out of 10 teachers reported to be experiencing severe stress, 70% of which describing their workload as unmanageable. The mental health of teachers matters too.
One word, genius. Let us welcome the last group of creators to screen their documentary titled Beyond Leftover.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Hritika Srinijan, and this is my team. Ayan, Ethan, Man, Grace, Abhimanyu, Abhijay, and Agastya. And we are proud to present our documentary, Beyond Leftovers.
Through our documentary, we honor a community that plays an essential role in our everyday lives, often without receiving the recognition they truly deserve. Through this film, we hope to bring their stories to light, offering a glimpse into their lives. Let us watch, understand, and reflect.
While watching our documentary, we want you to think about how your small actions can impact someone else's life. Thank you.
4 മണി ഇറങ്ങി 7 മണി 8 മണി അടുത്താകും പണി തീരുമ്പോൾ.
ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ജോലിയൊന്നും ആരും മുന്നോട്ട് എടുക്കാൻ വരാറില്ല. കാരണം വേസ്റ്റ് എടുക്കാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എല്ലാവർക്കും അറപ്പും സ്മെല്ലും മണക്കും അങ്ങനെ വിചാരിച്ചിട്ടൊരു കാര്യമാണ്. പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ ഈ ജോലി ചെയ്യുന്നത് ശരിക്കും സന്തോഷത്തോടെ എനിക്കൊരു അഭിമാനത്തോടെ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. കാരണം നമ്മുടെ ഒരു സമൂഹത്തെ വൃത്തിയാക്കാന്നുള്ള ഒരു സന്തോഷമുണ്ട് എനിക്ക്. ഒരു അഭിമാനമുണ്ട് ഈ പണിയിൽ തന്നെ. അപ്പോൾ എന്ത് ഇതുണ്ടെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യാനൊരു ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ട്. ഈ പണി ചെയ്യണം എന്നൊരു ആഗ്രഹത്തോടെയാണ് ഇത് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് മുന്നോട്ട് വന്നത്. ഇതിനകത്ത് എനിക്ക് ഒരുപാട് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകളുണ്ട്. കാരണം നമുക്ക് ഒരുപാട് ശമ്പളമൊന്നുമില്ല. ഒരു വീട്ടിൽ ഒരു മാസം എടുത്താൽ 200 തന്നെ. അത് ഒരു മാസം ഞായറാഴ്ച ഒഴികെ ബാക്കി എല്ലാ ദിവസവും നമ്മൾ വേസ്റ്റ് എടുക്കാൻ പോകണം, മുടക്കില്ല. പിന്നെ വേറെ പ്രത്യേകിച്ചൊന്നും നമുക്കിത് അധികം വരുമാനമില്ല. നമ്മൾ എത്രത്തോളം വീട് എടുക്കണോ അത്രത്തോളം വീട് നമുക്ക് കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്ത് പൈസ കിട്ടത്തുള്ളൂ. നമുക്ക് കോർപ്പറേഷന് പൈസ അല്ല, നമ്മൾ എടുക്കുന്ന വീടുകളിൽ നിന്നാണ് നമുക്ക് പൈസ നേരിട്ട് കിട്ടുന്നത്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒത്തിരി പ്രായമുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ ഈ ജോലി എടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അവർക്കൊക്കെ ആരോഗ്യ പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ വളരെ കൂടുതൽ വരാനുള്ള ചാൻസ് കൂടുതലുണ്ട്.
കോർപ്പറേഷൻ്റെ ഭാഗത്തുനിന്നൊന്നുമില്ല. എനിക്ക് മരുന്ന് തന്നെ ദേ അവിടെ നിന്ന് ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ സംസാരിച്ചില്ലേ, ആ സാറ് മരുന്നിനുള്ള എന്തെങ്കിലും വല്ലപ്പോഴൊക്കെ എനിക്ക് മരുന്നിന് കാശ് തരും. ഞാൻ മരുന്ന് വാങ്ങിക്കാറുണ്ട്. ആരോഗ്യമായിട്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എനിക്ക് പല അസുഖങ്ങളുള്ള ആളാണ്. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ സുഖമില്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഈ കുട്ടീനെ കൊണ്ട് വന്നത്. ഞാൻ ഒറ്റക്ക് എടുത്തുകൊണ്ടിരുന്ന ആകും. 1-2 പ്രാവശ്യം തന്നില്ലെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. അത് ഒരു ദിവസം ഞാൻ കീറിപ്പോവും. പിന്നെ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് അത് ഇട്ടുകൊണ്ട് ഈ വണ്ടി തള്ളാൻ പറ്റില്ല. കയ്യിൽ നിന്ന് തെന്നിപ്പോയി വീണ് ഞാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ ദിവസം വിൽക്കതാണ് ഗ്ലൗസ് ഇട്ട് ഇതായി. അപ്പോൾ അതൊന്നും പറ്റൂല, വിയർപ്പ് തട്ടിയാൽ പറ്റൂല.
സമൂഹത്തോട് എടുത്തു പറയാനുള്ളത്, ഞങ്ങളെ മനുഷ്യരാണ്, അത് നിങ്ങൾ ഒന്ന് ശ്രദ്ധിച്ച് കാണണം. ചില ആൾക്കാർക്ക് നല്ല സ്നേഹത്തോട് പെരുമാറുന്നുണ്ട്, വീട്ടുകാരൊക്കെ നല്ല സ്നേഹമാണ്. ചില വീട്ടുകാർ ഞങ്ങളോട് കുഴപ്പമില്ല, ഞങ്ങളുടെ കൂടെ പണിയെടുക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ അനുഭവമാണ് ഞാൻ പറയണത്. ചിലപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ ഒരുമാതിരി പുച്ഛിച്ചാൽ നോക്കുന്നത്. വേസ്റ്റ് ബക്കറ്റ് അവർ അകത്തൊരു ബക്കറ്റ് വെക്കും നീറ്റായിട്ട്, ഞങ്ങൾ എടുക്കുന്ന ബക്കറ്റ് കഴുകുന്നതും കൂടി ഇല്ല. അതും കൂടെ കഴുകി വെച്ചെങ്കിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ അത്രത്തോളം സ്മെല്ല്, കാരണം ആ പഴുകുന്തോറും വേസ്റ്റിൻ്റെ ബക്കറ്റ് സ്മെല്ലാണ്. അവർ വീടുകളിൽ നല്ല വൃത്തിയായിട്ടായിരിക്കും വേസ്റ്റ് വെക്കുന്നത്, പക്ഷെ അവർ കൊണ്ട് ഇട്ടിട്ട് വിട്ടുപോണ വേസ്റ്റ് ഞങ്ങൾ കൈകൊണ്ട് എടുക്കണം ഡെയിലി. ആ ബക്കറ്റിൻ്റെ അടപ്പ് തുറക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ സ്മെല്ല്, നല്ലൊരു സ്മെല്ല് അടിച്ചു കയറണത്. ഞങ്ങൾ അത് എടുക്കുന്ന ഒരാളാണ്, ഞങ്ങൾക്കും വൃത്തിയുടെ കാര്യത്തിൽ ഒരു ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് അവരും തന്നെ. വീടുകളിൽ തന്നെ നല്ല രീതിയിലാണ് പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക് വരുന്നത്. അത് വീട്ടുകാർ തന്നെ കുറേയൊക്കെ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം. ഇപ്പോൾ കുറേ കവർ കുറച്ചാലും കവർ ഇഷ്ടം പോലെ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. എല്ലാം എടുക്കാനുള്ള സംവിധാനം ഇപ്പം ഈ ഡിവിഷൻ നമുക്ക് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ എങ്കിലും വീട്ടുകാരൊക്കെ ഇപ്പോൾ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക്കിനകത്ത് തന്നെ ചില്ലും കുറേയൊക്കെ കൈയൊക്കെ മുറിഞ്ഞിട്ടൊക്കെയുണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ കൂടി ചുരുങ്ങുന്ന ആൾക്കാർക്കൊക്കെ. വേറെ നിവൃത്തിയിൽ എടുത്തില്ലേ പറ്റുള്ളൂ.
ഒരിടയ്ക്ക് ഈ കോവിഡിൻ്റെ സമയത്ത് ഇവർ കവറൊക്കെ, പാൽ കവറും മാവിൻ്റെ കവറ്, പിന്നെ പല അങ്ങനത്തെ ഫുഡ് വേസ്റ്റ് ഉള്ള കവറുകളുണ്ടല്ലോ, ഡ്രൈ അല്ലാത്ത, അതൊക്കെ വാഷ് ചെയ്ത് കൊടുക്കണമെന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. നമ്മൾ കൂടി കുറേയൊക്കെ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം.
ഗവൺമെൻറ്റായിട്ട് ഒരു അങ്ങേരും ലോറി വിട്ടു തരും. അത് ഒരു ഉച്ച 2 മണി 3 മണിയാകുമ്പോഴാണ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വന്നത്. അതുവരെ ഞങ്ങൾ ഈ വേസ്റ്റ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങളുടെ പണി കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടാണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ ഇൻ്റർവ്യൂ ആയിരുന്നത്. അത് പറയണമല്ലോ പറയുന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ അവിടെ പോയി ഞങ്ങൾ ഇരിക്കും. അത്രയും നേരം 4 മണിക്ക് ഞങ്ങൾ വീട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് ഇറങ്ങണവർ ഞങ്ങൾ വീട്ടിൽ പോകും 5 മണി.
നിങ്ങൾ വരുന്ന ഓരോ വേസ്റ്റും ഓരോ ഇതും ഓരോ അസുഖങ്ങളും വലിയ വലിയ ഈ പക്ഷി മൃഗാദികളും അതും അത് ശ്വസിച്ച് അതും തിന്ന് അതുങ്ങൾക്കൊരു അതൊരു ജീവജാലങ്ങളാണ്. ഈ ഭരണകൂടം ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഒത്തിരി കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യാൻ മുന്നോട്ട് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതിൽ വളരെയധികം സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ല കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്ത് ഞങ്ങളെയും കൂടി സമൂഹത്തിൽ ഒരു അംഗീകരിക്കപ്പെടണമെന്നും കുറേ പേരൊക്കെ ഞങ്ങളെ നന്നായിട്ട് കാണുന്നുണ്ട്, ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് റെസ്പെക്റ്റ് തരുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇനിയും കുറേ പേരും കൂടെ ഒന്ന് മാറാനുണ്ട്. കാരണം എനിക്ക് വലിയ കുഴപ്പമില്ല, എൻ്റെ കൂടെ ജോലി എടുക്കുന്ന ചേച്ചിമാർ കുറേ പേരുണ്ട്. അവരുടെയും ഈ അഭിപ്രായങ്ങൾ ഭയങ്കര സങ്കടമാണ്. ചിലപ്പോൾ വീടുകളിൽ നിന്നൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കര ആക്ഷേപമായിട്ടാണ് അവരോട് സംസാരിക്കുന്നത്. പൈസ വെച്ച് പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കുറേ നേരം പിടിച്ച് നിർത്തുന്നതാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ വരാൻ പോയാൽ കുറേ നേരം കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വരുന്നത്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഞങ്ങളുടെ സമയത്തിനും ഞങ്ങൾക്കും വിലയുണ്ട്.
Splendid. Let's give a huge round of applause for our learners who went above and beyond to do this brilliant job. The ideas were bold, the competition was intense, and the judges had a very difficult decision to make.
So, who made it to the top? We won't keep you waiting any longer because the winners are about to be revealed.
I invite Ms. Rachel Ignatius to please do the honors of handing over the prizes to our very talented learners. We request the winners of each category to come up to the stage as your names are screened.
Eyes on the screen, please. like to thank Mr. Philip Jolie and Ms. Rachel Ignatius for their presence on the stage. Now we'd like to go back to the seating.
Behind every milestone we celebrate today stands a belief that saw possibility long before it became a reality. A belief in creating spaces where learning goes beyond classrooms and where young minds are encouraged to think, question, and grow.
Our chairman, Mr. Jose Thomas, whose support and faith in this journey have played a quiet yet significant role in bringing us to this moment. His foresight continues to shape the direction we move in and the values we hold close.
His trust in people who carry this forward has created an environment where both students and educators feel encouraged to take ownership of learning.
It is this trust that allows ideas to grow and for programs like the IB to be implemented with depth and meaning. His continued support has helped us stay focused not just on outcomes, but on the process of shaping thoughtful, grounded individuals.
As we celebrate today, we do so with sincere gratitude.
Although Sir is unable to join us in person today, he will be joining us virtually with a special message for our graduating batch. We now invite our chairman, Mr. Jose Thomas, to address the gathering.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all can hear me loud and clear. I'm very happy, and I want to firstly congratulate the 22 graduating students. And I am so sorry that I'm not not possible to be there in person because of all that is happening in the world, especially over the Middle East. But I'm so proud and happy that you are completing your journey today at the Choice School. And as IB, that we started this our dream about 3 years ago. And I'm happy to see that this has come a long way. And this is the first batch. I want to thank the parents for the trust that you have imposed in us. And also for the students. This is a new beginning for you, a new step that you need to put forward. And I'm sure that all of you are going to go in different parts of the world, including India, and make yourself and your family and our country proud. There are a lot of opportunities in the world today. The world is going through challenges, and that's always there. It's always been there ever since evolution. So it is best for you to understand how do we navigate to the destination that you need to go to. For that, we need to be having the greatest of education, which I think you must have received from the Choice School, and to select good colleges. I've always said staying responsible is a key factor to life. Finding the right friends is another key factor to life. And always associating with people who talk knowledge and good character is something that you all should keep in mind. Keep in mind the three concepts: knowledge, character, and health. And I want to once again wish all of you and your parents, and a special thanks to all the teachers now, Maria Namad, and every teacher there has contributed, and especially into this new venture. I did not have much of an idea about IB in the past, but for me, it was a new learning as well. Everyone has worked together. The entire team has worked together, music department, sports department. I want to thank everyone, and Maria in particular, and your team, and Rachel Mess for giving all the support that she has given as the main principal of the main campus school. And once again, I want to thank all of you. You have a great time. And once again, wishing all the very best for the graduating students. Congratulations, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
A journey like this cannot be measured, not in marks, not in results, not in outcomes.
It is carried in moments they almost gave up, moments where they found their way again, and moments we didn't realize were shaping us until they already had.
It lives in the late nights, the quiet struggles, the small victories no one else saw, and the growth that happened slowly, steadily within.
And today, as we look at the graduating class of 2026, we don't just see students who have completed a program. We see individuals who have endured, evolved, and arrived here with strength and purpose.
To share this journey, not as a summary, but as a story, we now invite Ananya Ashish of DP2.
Before I start this speech, all I can say is, I've been in this school for 12 years, and this graduation has been a long time coming. When classes first started in the diploma program, I had a very memorable conversation in my global politics class, where we discussed this very moment. I remember Mia asking Anju ma'am, "Ma'am, will you miss us when we graduate?" And Anju ma'am responded, "Dear, it's our first day of DP1. But don't worry, Anju ma'am, I know you will." In that moment, I felt a lot of different things. Nostalgia, for some reason. Even though I had 2 years in front of me, and I hadn't even gotten to know my classmates properly yet. I mean, Vidur hadn't even been transferred to school yet, and his arrival was still being foreshadowed as this mysterious sixth student in Roshni ma'am's economics class. I'd been a pretty lonely child growing up. Just months before 11th grade had begun, I'd been crying to myself nearly daily, wishing that I'd simply talked my parents into letting me change schools before they'd paid the early bird concession fee. I thought, oh my God, Ananya, how could you be so impulsive? You have to stick to this program now. You can't let it go. You've just sealed your fate. But in that moment, in class with Anju ma'am's familiar face, discussing graduation, yearbooks, and occasionally international relations, all I could feel was anticipation and, again, nostalgia. And in retrospect, why was that? Why nostalgia after all of these years? I found the answer was quite simple. This is a really happy school. We laughed quite a bit as a class, and I mean a lot. We joked together, we complained together, we stressed together, especially in the IB. I mean, I can't tell you the amount of times I've walked into class and just seen my classmates mindlessly clicking numbers on their calculators the morning before one of Manju ma'am's infamous math tests. And just trying to explain concepts to their friends before those dreaded formula booklets were distributed to all of us. And we feel together. We sympathize with each other. We're a small class, and I may not know Aditi's favorite color, but I know that she has a sweet tooth. And a bar of dairy milk is probably the way to her heart. And I can't even tell you where Suzanne lives, but I think I can probably make a Pinterest board that perfectly encapsulates her dark, smoky, gothic aesthetic. And I may not even know Safe's star sign, but I know that he is truly a gifted businessman. But despite these feelings of excitement, I can't tell you how many times I've cried because of the huge, yawning pit in my stomach that grew wider each day that I got closer to turning 18, to graduating. Because I was afraid of no longer being given the grace of a child. Because I don't know how I'll cope when a professor in university yells at me or fails me for making a mistake. Because once, my dad told me that in this world, no one is ever going to have the patience to teach you things that you don't already know. And I'm sure that this is a universal feeling. We're all afraid of not getting off lightly because, oh, you're just a kid, you're still learning. We're afraid of getting yelled at by professors because we turned in an assignment that has awful formatting. Being in control of your own bank account is pretty intimidating. It's so intimidating. But at the same time, it's so exciting. It is so empowering. Being of age is empowering. People take you seriously when you stand up for yourself. Adults don't treat you like a child. You can lease your own apartment, you can get a job, and you can make your own money. It is so empowering and so fulfilling. And I can say for a fact that every one of us wants to be fiercely independent and govern our lives with our own original values and belief systems. And I think this desperate need to be independent is what the IB has fostered in me, in all of us, over the last 2 years. Because the IB expects you to do your own research, to answer your own questions, to investigate on your own, while simultaneously giving you the same grace any reasonable adult would give a 17-year-old. Oh, you italicized the wrong word? No biggie. Your IA is awful. It's okay. You can make up for it in the exam. It's not like a university professor who'd probably shoot you on the spot if your full stops were wrongly italicized. This Board of Education teaches you independence by encouraging you to put yourself out there and actively learn, all the while being headquartered halfway across the world in Switzerland. I mean, can you believe that? Because I can't. It's pretty crazy. And I can say for sure that this growth of character was only possible because of my beloved teachers, Maria ma'am, our visionary and IB head, and Philip sir, our DP coordinator, and of course, JT sir, this happy school's founder and chairman. Because of our beloved homeroom teacher, Manju ma'am, because of Roshni ma'am, Riya ma'am, Trisa ma'am, Punita ma'am, Anju ma'am, Anisa ma'am, Anu ma'am, Aishwarya ma'am, Arjun sir, and all the DP teachers who didn't teach me but taught my classmates. If I named all of you, my speech would be getting too long. But just know that you all have made a lasting impact on every one of us. It is because of all of you, and most of you are strong, original, independent, admirable women. It is because of all of you that I could turn into the happy person that you all see today. Because you all challenged my opinions, our opinions, fostered our curiosity, and listened when we had something to say, and made us feel like what we were doing and what we were saying actually mattered in the grand scheme of things. So, congratulations to us, and a toast to the nights we spent losing our sleep, to me getting yelled at by my mom for staying up past 1 a.m. studying, to Angel climbing her bunk bed like it was a set of monkey bars at a playground as she explains Marxism to me, to peering over Dhwani's shoulder to peek at her economics notes and speed run the portions before paper 2, to Manjira taking the time to explain linear regressions to me when she knew that she needed to revise Maclaurin series, and a toast to the growing pit of dread and hopelessness in all of us as we step into adulthood, and to the fiercely independent and hopeful spirit that burns on alongside that pit, in spite of its paradoxical, contradictory existence. In a world that's brimming with pragmatism, realist ideologies, and where pessimism, disguised as the corporate lie of adulthood, is spoon-fed to us, let me end this painfully long speech with a quote by the poet Dylan Thomas. From me, addressed to the age-old, childish whimsy and optimism that lives within all of us. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of light. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananya, for those thoughtful reflections. They truly capture the essence of this journey.
We now move to a movement of deep significance within the IB tradition, one that represents the core purpose of education itself.
The sash, a symbol of knowledge, reflects not just learning acquired, but understanding developed, perspectives gained, and values shaped over time.
It is first received by those who guide this learning, those who uphold the academic vision and nurture the intellectual growth of our students.
We invite Dr. Maria, head of the school, and Philip sir, our IBDP coordinator, to receive this sash as a symbol of this responsibility.
Let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
In this act, we recognize that knowledge is not something that is simply given. It is cultivated, guided, and shared.
And now, it is passed on to the students as a mark of their readiness to carry it forward with integrity, purpose, and responsibility.
We invite the IB coordinator, Mr. Philip Jolie, and the superintendent and head of the school, Ms. Maria Nemat, to present the sash to the graduating students.
Aditi Rajesh, a highly responsible and organized leader whose experience through a Niagara research internship in AI and machine learning reflects her forward-thinking approach. Known for her efficiency and ability to deliver ahead of deadlines, she sets a strong standard of commitment.
Alan Tom Verghese, an observant and independent thinker, unafraid to hold unique perspectives. As a finalist in the John Locke Essay Competition and a skilled chess player, he demonstrates both intellectual depth and strategic thinking.
Ananya Ashish, a perceptive analyst whose politically aware thinking has shaped her academic work with distinction. Her research into female-made cinema and the nuances of the 21st century feminism highlights both originality and depth. Complementing this, her presence as a singer has added vibrancy and expression to our community.
Angel Sarah Verghese, a persistent and driven individual whose commitment to her goals is matched by her consistency and quiet determination. Through her involvement in the writing club, she has nurtured her voice and creativity, reflecting both dedication and genuine love for expression.
Verghese, a deeply expressive artist and passionate environmental thinker, whose extended essay on sustainable architecture reflects both creativity and a strong commitment to ecological awareness.
Anna Verghese, a curious and principled thinker, firm in her beliefs and deeply engaged in her academic pursuits, as reflected in her extended essay in Business.
Daya Fatima Shahryar, a compassionate and community-driven individual, deeply committed to giving back. From organizing iftar kits and participating in beach cleanups to her enthusiasm for equitable food distribution, her actions reflect both initiative and purpose, alongside a strong academic interest in biology.
Dwani Vinoj, a hard-working and resilient learner, whose journey reflects perseverance and growth. Her internship with the Niagara University and her passion for economics highlight both curiosity and ambition, while her ability to steadily find her rhythm speaks to a quiet strength, fiery in purpose yet warm in presence.
Dilruba Anand, a confident and emotionally intelligent performer whose excellence in dance and fashion is matched by her initiative in learning an international theater form independently. A 3-time second-place winner in fashion shows and a vibrant presence, she brings creativity and confidence into everything she does.
11, a curious and ambitious thinker, driven by passion for automobiles and a constant desire to question and understand. Known for always having a question ready, he brings energy and intellectual engagement into every learning space.
Gladson Greek, reflective and grounded, with a quiet strength and a genuine sense of care for those around him, bringing sincerity and thoughtfulness to this journey.
Hari Krishna Jayaram, an inquiring and balanced learner whose extended essay creatively explored the mathematics of a saxophone. His experience through a Niagara University internship in marketing and AI, combined with his passion for music and strength in cricket, reflects a truly well-rounded and reflective individual.
Jia Nizam Tarakandatil, calm and composed, with a problem-solving mindset that allows her to approach tasks with innovation and quiet efficiency.
Chris Sebastian, a confident and proactive leader who, as a chairman of Student Union, has demonstrated initiative, responsibility, and a strong commitment to his school community. With a keen interest in business and mathematics and an enthusiasm for event management, he consistently goes beyond expectations to support others and lead with purpose.
Manjeera Pillai, a determined and focused learner whose passion for astronomy led her to establish an astronomy club, reflecting both initiative and a deep curiosity about the world beyond.
Mia Miriam George, a driven and articulate individual with a strong passion for law, explored through her extended essay on bias and jury decision-making. Her internship experience shadowing a lawyer, combined with her love for language, reflects both intellectual curiosity and clarity of purpose.
Prarthana Biju, a sincere and focused learner whose work reflects care and intent. Through her internship, she engaged with behavioral observation, while her volunteers work at a children's hospital and an initiative for creating art for young patients highlight both empathy and meaningful community engagement.
Saif bin Hikmat Hilal, a passionate individual who sees the world through a unique lens. As the founder of Unicora, organizer of a 5-kilometer run in collaboration with Decathlon, and the captain of the IB football team, his leadership reflects initiative, creativity, and a strong commitment to his community.
Sarah Joseph Kavirayar, a keen observer and dedicated learner whose hard work is reflected in her scientific inquiry, including her investigation into plant respiration underwater. Her helpful nature and consistency make her a dependable and thoughtful presence.
Suzanne Surto Matthew, a dedicated and evolving performer whose solo theater work reflects growth, courage, and exploration. as house captain, leading her team to victory alongside her Niagara internship in psychology. She embodies leadership, pragmatism, and an artistic commitment.
Vidur Sundararaja, a spirited and accomplished individual whose humor brings lightness to every space. A champion in sports and a representative of choice at the Super Slam, he is known for his infectious energy.
Vihan Sujesh, a passionate innovation and learner, known for developing AgriVision AI and an AI-powered crop disease detection app at a national hackathon. He has represented Afghanistan at the UNSC in IIMUN and co-founded Unicora, leading initiatives that support community causes, including a charity marathon for Kochi's blind football team. With experience in artificial intelligence and a strong commitment to impact-driven work, Vihan exemplifies innovation with purpose. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you, Maria ma'am and Philip sir. We now move to a movement that represents continuity in its truest sense, where leadership is not concluded but carried forward.
The school flag stands for more than identity. It represents the values we uphold, the responsibilities we carry, and the trust placed in those who lead.
In handing it over, we acknowledge that leadership is not defined by a position alone, but by service, integrity, and the ability to guide others with purpose.
This transition reflects a shared commitment to build on what has been established and to take it forward with responsibility and vision.
We now invite Aditi Rajesh, Chairperson, and Chris Sebastian, Chairman of the Student Council, to hand over the school flag to our young school leaders, Vice Chairman Fadi Muhashir and Vice Chairperson Malvika P. Valath.
You.
As one journey concludes, another begins, carrying forward the same spirit.
Some words are written not just to be heard, but to be felt. The graduation song of the Choice School, penned by our chairman, Mr. Joe Thomas, is one such expression, capturing the school spirit of gratitude, growth, and the journey that has brought these students to this moment. It is more than a song. It is a reflection of memories and a path that lies ahead. We now invite the graduating batch to present the graduating song.
As you stand at the threshold of a new beginning, we wish you a future filled with purpose, success, and endless possibilities. May you carry forward the values you have learned here, and may they guide you as you take on to the world with confidence. Fly high, dream boldly, and know that wherever you go, you will always be part of this community. We wish you the very best in everything that lies ahead. Students, please remain on stage. Gratitude is perhaps the simplest yet most powerful way to bring an evening like this to a close. We now invite Mr. Philip Jolie, the Diploma Program Coordinator, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. As we come to the close of this beautiful and unforgettable evening, I stand here with a heart that is full and, if I'm being honest, a little overwhelmed. Because this is not just the end of a ceremony, but the end of a chapter that has asked a lot from our students, from our parents, from our teachers, and from all of us who chose to believe in something bigger than comfort. This evening, as I look at our graduating class, I do not just see students in gowns. I see courage, I see resilience, I see quiet battles won. I see young people who were stretched, challenged, tested, and at times even exhausted. And yet, here they are, standing tall, standing stronger, standing transformed, and that is no small thing. The first IB diploma batch at the Choice School has had a journey unlike any other. They did not just simply move from one grade to the next, they stepped into a completely different way of learning, thinking, writing, questioning, reflecting, and being. And that transition was not easy. There were days of confusion. There were moments of pressure. There were deadlines that felt relentless. There were nights that were longer than they should have been. There were difficult conversations, hard feedback, tears, frustration, self-doubt, and yes, moments when the road felt almost too steep. But perhaps that is what makes tonight so powerful. Because this class did not become who they are in comfort, they became who they are in the stretch. And there is something incredibly beautiful about that. My dear children, if these 2 years have taught you anything, I hope it is this. You are far more capable than you once believed. The world you are stepping into will not always be gentle. It will ask questions you are not ready for. It will demand courage before confidence. It will sometimes place you in rooms where you will wonder whether you belong. And when that day comes, I hope you remember this chapter of your life. Remember the pressure you thought would break you, it did not. Remember the deadlines you thought you would never meet, but somehow did. Remember the assignments, the submissions, the presentations, the revisions, the internal assessments, the extended essay, the CAS reflections, the TOK conversations, the endless balancing act of becoming. Because if you survive this, you must never again underestimate yourself. One day, perhaps not today, perhaps not even very soon, but one day you will look back and understand this with great clarity. What felt heavy was also holy. What felt difficult was also shaping you. What felt like pressure was in many ways preparation. You were being prepared by this process. And I truly believe that the world will meet the strength of this batch in ways even you do not yet fully see. You will bloom, not because the road was easy, but because your roots had to grow deep. And deep roots always create lasting strength. To our dear parents, thank you. Thank you for walking this journey with us. Even when it was not always easy to understand, easy to accept, or easy to agree with. Thank you for trusting a process that at times may have been very intense, unfamiliar, and demanding. Thank you for caring for your children through moments of stress with love, patience, and sacrifice. Thank you for standing beside them when they were tired, worried, uncertain, or overwhelmed. Behind every student standing here tonight is a home that held them together, and for that, we are deeply grateful. To our teachers, mentors, and supervisors, thank you for showing up, not just as educators, but as anchors. Thank you for the countless hours of planning, guiding, correcting, encouraging, pushing, reassuring, and believing. Thank you for seeing potential in our students, even when they believed that they could not do it. And to our school leadership, Mr. Jose Thomas, our chairman, Mr. Thomas Jose, our director, and our beloved Dr. Maria Namat, superintendent and head of school. Thank you for your vision, your support, and the commitment to building and nurturing the IB Diploma program at the Choice School. And thank you for believing in this dream and for helping make everything possible. And finally, to this graduating class, you will always be remembered very differently because you're not just a batch, you're the first. Long after tonight, your names will remain part of the story of this institution. Years from now, many more students will walk the same path with a confidence because you walked it first, and that is a legacy. So tonight, do not only celebrate your certificates or your graduation, celebrate the becoming. Celebrate the person you had to become in order to arrive here. Because beyond everything, the greatest success of these 2 years is this. You did not just complete the IBA diploma journey, you grew through it. And that growth, that quiet, painful, beautiful growth will carry you further away and into the world. So go forward, my children, with courage. Go forward with humility. Go forward with conviction. Go forward knowing that you have already done hard things and that you can do many more. And wherever life takes you next, may you never forget that the part of the story began here, in these classrooms, corridors, long nights, difficult deadlines, and in this home called the Choice School. Thank you, dear students. Thank you, parents. Thank you, teachers and the leadership. And thank you for allowing us the privilege of walking this journey with you. Congratulations, DP2, you made it. And more importantly, you became. Thank you and have a beautiful evening.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words.
As we come to the close of this evening, there's a quiet understanding that some moments stay with us.
Not because they are grand, but because they mark a shift from what has been to what is yet to come.
To our graduating class, you are the first to walk this path here.
And in doing so, you have set a foundation, one that will guide every batch that follows.
To our parents, thank you for your trust and partnership.
To our teachers, for your consistency, your patience, and your belief.
And to our graduates, carry forward not just what you have learned,
but the mindset to question, the curiosity to explore, and the strength to evolve.
That is what will stay with you.
We will now request everyone in the audience to remain seated for the group photograph.
We invite our dignitaries and faculty to kindly join the graduating batch on stage.